Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. One moment, Bradley Walsh and his family were enjoying a peaceful day. The next, everything changed in an instant. A horrifying accident sent shockwaves through their lives, leaving fans across the nation holding their breath. But what truly stunned everyone wasn't just the accident itself. It was the unexpected statement from Donna that left many asking what is really going on behind closed doors. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you'll see Bradley, his family, and even yourself in a whole new light. It all started on a bright but deceptively ordinary morning. Bradley Walsh, beloved actor, comedian, and host of The Chase, was spending time with his family. They had been keeping life simple, enjoying quiet moments away from cameras and flashing lights. But, as is often true in life, it's in those ordinary moments when the extraordinary, and sometimes tragic, happens. On that morning, a sudden accident shattered the calm. The Walsh family found themselves in a whirlwind of flashing ambulance lights, urgent voices, and the cold fear that something irreversible had just happened. For Bradley, a man who has faced challenges with humor and courage, this was different. This was personal. And the speed at which his family rushed to the hospital proved just how serious things truly were. But here's the thing. What happened next would not only test their strength as a family, but reveal sides of Bradley and Donna that few had ever seen before. Imagine it, a sudden phone call, a voice on the other end saying, "Get to the hospital, now." Those words alone can freeze time. For Donna, Bradley's rock, his wife of decades, it was a mother's and a wife's worst nightmare. Without hesitation, she and family members dropped everything. In that moment, titles, fame, and fortune meant nothing. They were simply a family clinging to hope, praying for good news, fearing the worst. The drive to the hospital was filled with silence, broken only by hurried whispers. Will he be all right? What happened exactly? Please let him be okay. The Walsh family, known to the public as cheerful and unshakable, were now united not in laughter, but in fear. Yet even in that fear, something powerful was building, a reminder of what it means to truly stand together. But no one could have predicted the shocking twist that Donna herself would reveal only hours later. When the family arrived at the hospital, chaos surrounded them. Doctors rushing, nurses calling out instructions, the piercing sound of medical machines. But in the middle of that chaos stood Donna. For years, Donna has often been the quiet presence behind Bradley Walsh, supporting him in his dazzling career. But that night, she was the one holding everyone else together. Her calm words, steady presence, and unshakable belief became the anchor that the family so desperately needed. One family member later said, "If Donna hadn't been there, I don't think we could have kept ourselves together." But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. When reporters began to catch wind of the hospital rush, Donna stepped forward and made a statement so surprising that even those closest to her weren't expecting it. Her words would change the way fans looked at the Walsh family forever. Outside the hospital, whispers had already spread. Fans and journalists gathered, desperate for any piece of news. Was Bradley okay? Was this the end of his career, or worse? When Donna finally addressed the public, she didn't offer the easy reassurance many expected. Instead, she spoke with raw honesty, her voice firm but emotional. This has reminded us all how fragile life truly is. You think you have all the time in the world, but you don't. One accident can change everything. And as a family, we've had to face truths we've been avoiding for years. It wasn't just an update. It was a confession of sorts. Donna's words hinted at deeper struggles within the family, conversations about health, mortality, and what really matters when the spotlight fades. Fans stood in shock. What truths had they been avoiding? And why did Donna choose this moment, this heartbreaking crisis, to bring it into the open? The answer would only become clearer as the hours unfolded. News traveled fast. Social media lit up with prayers, memories, and messages of love for Bradley Walsh. Fans recalled his laughter on screen, his wit, his kindness, and suddenly everyone realized just how much he meant to the nation. But within the hospital walls, the mood was different. Doctors and nurses worked tirelessly, while the Walsh family sat in the waiting room, time moving painfully slow. Donna's earlier statement hung heavy in the air. Even as they waited for updates, her words forced everyone, family and fans alike, to reflect on life's uncertainty. For Bradley, who had always been seen as unstoppable, the situation now showed the world the man behind the smile, vulnerable, human, and, like all of us, fragile in the face of life's unexpected turns. But then, an update finally arrived, and it was not at all what people expected. When the doctor finally stepped into the waiting room, the silence was deafening. The family braced themselves, tears in their eyes, hearts racing. And then came the words that shifted the atmosphere entirely. "He's stable. He's going to make it." Relief flooded the room. Tears turned to embraces. The fear that had gripped everyone so tightly began to ease. But alongside that relief came something else, a deeper awareness. Bradley had survived, yes, but this wasn't just a close call. It was a turning point. Donna, standing by his side, knew this accident had exposed more than physical fragility. It had revealed the unspoken conversations they needed to have, about health, about slowing down, about cherishing time. And that's when she made a second statement, one that was even more surprising than the first. After the dust had settled, Donna spoke again, this time directly to the fans who had waited anxiously for news. "We've been given a second chance," she said, "and I'll be honest with you, we're not going to waste it. Life is too short to be caught up in fame, in schedules, in endless rushing. From now on, we're going to live differently. We're going to live more honestly." Her words struck a chord. In that moment, it wasn't just about Bradley's accident anymore. It was about every person watching. It was about every viewer who had put off dreams, ignored health warnings, or assumed tomorrow was guaranteed. Donna's statement became more than news. It became a lesson, a call to live with intention, gratitude, and courage. And as Bradley himself later echoed with a smile, "If this accident taught me one thing, it's this: don't wait to tell the people you love just how much they mean to you." So, what began as a horrifying accident transformed into a powerful reminder, not just for the Walsh family, but for all of us. Bradley Walsh may have survived the scare, but the story he and Donna now share with the world is one of resilience, love, and the courage to face life's fragile beauty head-on. And perhaps as you're watching this, you too might ask yourself, what am I waiting for? What truths am I avoiding? What love have I left unspoken? Because, as Donna so powerfully reminded us, life can change in an instant.